Alright, how's it going everyone? So in this video, we're going to be going over something that could potentially ruin GTA 6 online and cause it to be dead on arrival. Something that's plagued GTA 5 since release, and I'm sure you already have some ideas on what that could be. But before we get into the main part of the video, I want to start with a bit of context. So I'm going to show you a clip of a GTA Online lobby I got into the other day. Now what happens to me in this lobby isn't the first time it's happened to me, and it's actually not the last time it's actually happened since. But this is the breaking point which basically made me want to make this video. So just take a look. So I'm just minding my own business and I'm actually fighting this guy who is griefing the lobby. To be honest, I'm not doing the best of jobs fighting this guy, but I am whooping his ass with the Raiju when all of a sudden I'm rudely interrupted by a modder. And in fact, every single person in the lobby was interrupted as he teleported the whole lobby out into the middle of the ocean. If you look around, you can see a few people that were grinding and their vehicles have just been dumped in the ocean. And then on top of that, even when we're able to get back to land, he's taken all of our weapons. So all of a sudden, whether you are grinding, whether you're fighting each other or just driving around, everyone in that lobby has had their game ruined. And I can't stress enough how much of a common experience this is on GTA PC. So in this video, I just want to briefly talk about the modding problem for GTA and why it could potentially be there for day one of GTA 6. So modding in GTA isn't anything new. As a lot of you may know, it goes back to the Xbox 360 and PS3 days of the game. There was lots of modding back on that edition of the game. And I think this is just because back then, you know, consoles didn't have the anti-cheat that they have now. Like when it comes to Xbox One, PS4 versions of the game, and now Xbox Series and PS5 versions of the game, you're going to struggle to find modders. Now, there are a lot of modded accounts, don't get me wrong, but that's an entirely different thing. When I refer to modders, I'm referring to people who actively have mod menus that can change the game in real time. And you don't really see this on console in general, and this is just because consoles have inbuilt anti-cheat, which is actually solid. The main modding and hacking issue throughout the entire gaming community really is just PC, and this is just because how easy it is to get a hold and access these mods on PC. And then it comes down to the game developers themselves to actually implement a solid anti-cheat, which a lot of the times, no matter how much they try, there's always going to be modders. For example, look at Call of Duty. They have their Ricochet anti-cheat, which for the most part I think works. At least it bans modders after a few days, but there's still quite a lot of hackers over there. But no singular game is modded quite as much as GTA 5 Online. I don't think there's been a single attempt on Rockstar's half to actually implement a solid anti-cheat to stop this. The only time I've seen Rockstar intervene is when modders were able to actually just straight up ban people's accounts and actually in some cases get into the rest of their computers. But apart from that, there has been no effort to actually stop these modders. In fact, Rockstar have made it easier for the modders because I think it was a year or so ago, they just completely removed the anti-cheat. This anti-cheat was stopping like 99% of modders, and then for whatever reason, Rockstar just let them all back in. But before I got GTA on PC, I was warned how bad the hacking situation was, right? I was told there would be modders in every lobby, but I still, you know, I thought people were over-exaggerating. But no one can quite prepare you for how bad the modding situation is on GTA PC until you've played it. For a lot of people on console who've never touched the PC version of the game, it's bad. It's really bad. It gets to the point where every single session, there's at least one modder. And if they don't show it straight away, they eventually will. Now, as a PvP player who likes to get into fights, I come across them all the time because, like I said, even if they don't show it straight away, if they start losing the fight, they'll whip out God mode or something like that. But you even have people, you even have grinders that mod. The other day, I was seeing this guy grinding who was just using the mods to teleport from location to location. It's like, at that point, just mod yourself money. The modding situation is terrible. I've even had people in my TikTok comments say it's my fault for playing PC. What? I should be able to play the game I want on the platform I want and not have to worry about modders. That you can't blame the player. Oh, it's your fault you play PC. Yeah, you deserve these modders. Like, what? Same logic if you ever get into a car crash. Oh, it's your fault you got into a car crash because you decided to drive your car. Like, you see the logic? It's not the player's fault there's a modding issue, right? It's Rockstar's fault, and it is actually a pandemic. Because what happens is there'll be some modders, right? There'll be a group of people who mod, probably mod in other games, whatever. And then eventually they start ruining the play experiences for legit players, right? Maybe crashing their games, removing their guns, putting them in cages, stuff like that. So then these normal players who don't want to touch mods at all eventually just cave in and get a mod menu for their own protection. And then the cycle continues, and that's why we have so many modders on PC. PC, because if they feel like it, there's nothing to stop them straight up crashing their game. And after nearly 11 years of GTA Online, there is still not a solid anti-cheat. This is still a massive issue that Rockstar haven't fixed. And this is where I want to get into the GTA 6 segment of this video. So there's a rumor going around, I think it might have been TezFunds2 or Tom Henderson or one of them, don't quote me, that said that GTA 6's servers will be peer-to-peer. Now, I won't get into the technicalities of peer-to-peer because honestly, I'm not qualified to, but this is the server type that GTA 5 currently runs on, and this is one of the reasons that GTA 5's PC hacking issue is so big. And more importantly, it's this peer-to-peer server type which allows these modders to so easily get access to the entire lobby's IP information, which if you don't know, from there they can then tamper with your internet. They can even find out where you live, unless of course you have a VPN. This would be a great time to have a sponsor. But these server types give modders so much power, and you may be thinking, well, why do Rockstar still use these types of servers then? And it's because they are cheaper. From what I can tell, peer-to-peer server just means that the server is hosted off of someone in the lobby rather than Rockstar having to manually run their own servers, meaning it's a lot cheaper for them. But the downside being, like I said, these modders can now get the people's IP information. So obviously it's a rumor, it's not confirmed, but the fact they've done it for GTA 5, it's looking very likely that they'll also use this server type for GTA 6, which is very worrying, because this means for the PC version at least, there's a good chance that these issues could still be around in GTA 6. The most hyped up game of all time, we've all been waiting to play. GTA 6 PC is coming out at a delayed date by the sound of it. You know, it's coming out on console probably a year first. So then us PC players finally get our hands on it, and day one it's ruined by hackers. Now, if Rockstar implement a solid anti-cheat, then the chances are peer-to-peer servers won't be an issue. Let's hope not, at least. But that's only if Rockstar adds a solid anti-cheat, because if it's the same as GTA 5's, which I'm pretty sure is non-existent, then we could be in for a world of shit. And like I said earlier in the video, a lot of people will say just get a console, but that's really not the point. I shouldn't have to buy a whole ass new console to play a video game which I should be able to play on my PC. If you're making a game for PC, a multiplayer game at that, it should come with an anti-cheat. Like, that's standard. It is not at all the player's fault for what they choose to play on. Like, could you imagine if the situation was reversed? Oh, it's your fault for buying a console. Should have bought a $2,000 PC instead. Like, you know how mad that sounds? So it is not at all the player's fault. It's not a case of, oh, you should have just got a console. It's a case of Rockstar should have actually added a proper anti-cheat to their game. Anyways, all we can do at the moment is hope that the reason they're delaying the GTA 6 PC launch is because they're trying to lock it down, secure it, make sure this doesn't happen. But time really will tell. Anyways, I just thought I'd make this video real quick because I've been playing a bit more GTA 5 on the PC recently, and the modding issue is just terrible. So really, this video is just a little bit of a rant and discussion about the future of GTA. Anyways, curious to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I have no doubt there's going to be some idiot down there saying, oh, just get a console. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts. What do you guys want Rockstar to do about this hacking issue? Do you think it's going to be as bad in GTA 6? Let me know. And sorry if I sound a bit off in this video and it's a bit low effort. I'm still a bit ill. In my next video, I'm thinking about trying a game in 2024 again. If you guys remember, I did it for Halo Infinite and it was a lot of fun. I'm thinking about either Battlefield 5 or the Halo Master Chief Collection or something completely different. So comment down below if that's something you'd be interested in. But yeah, that's all from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.